Boy, oh boy, is this an exciting one. So today we're going to learn how to modify your Pokemon games. I'm talking get every Pokemon in a certain game, every Pokemon in a certain region, items, all sorts of cool stuff. So what we're going to be using today is going to be called PKSM. Got the website up here. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm going to have the link in the description. What this is going to be able to do, it's a CIA file that you're going to download to the device. You can either open it through the homebrew launcher or you can put an icon right on the home screen. It allows you to edit your current save in a virtual game, so in a console that you already have the game downloaded on via CIA, or if you have the actual cartridge. So just head to the website, click these two links, and it will download a CIA and a 3D SX file respectively. Once you're done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and open up the folder of my SD card after I plug it into the computer. And then I'm going to put the two files right there on the left. So it's my SD card on the right, out of my DS. Now there might be some stuff in there that you don't see on yours, but just place the files in the 3DS folder. And the CIA is going to go in the CIA folder. So there you go, got the CIA over, then pop into the 3DS folder, and then drop both of those right into the root. It's simple as that. I already had it in there, so I'll just replace it for the sake of the video. Now you're done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop that out of my computer, and I'm going to toss it in my 3DS, and then I'll be casting from my 3DS onto here. So hold on one second. Okay, so now we're looking at my 3DS. Now we're going to go ahead and install this bad boy. So you're going to head on over to your homebrew launcher. Once that boots up, you'll scroll down. You might have some of the stuff, you might not. Keep going. Boom, right there. PKSM. So that's what we're going to be opening up and using to edit our save. So you're going to get this little screen as it loads up here. Sorry for the lagginess, just a bad internet connection between sharing it because I don't technically have a capture card, it's wireless. Cool, so I got Pokemon Moon inserted here. I'm just going to go ahead and hit game save files. I already have a save file created. That's my save file that I have created. As you can see, got like 15 Pokemon seen, my starter Pokemon's caught. So if you hit storage here, you'll see that I have no Pokemon at all in this save file. Basically a whole bunch of empty boxes. What you can do at this screen though, if you do have Pokemon, you can obviously view them. You can totally delete them entirely by releasing them. You can clone them, which I'll show later on in the video. Now if we move on over to the editor, which is on the right side, you can see my one starter Pokemon. If I click on him, I can edit, I can release, or I can clone him. In this screen, I can change the level. If I want to make him level 99, go ahead and do that. I can change his nature, all of his moves. I can click this and you see all these different moves that are available to teach him. Obviously, you know, if you're going to do this, you're not going to be able to use the Pokemon for online battling, probably, just because the game is going to know that he is illegal as far as he is an edited Pokemon. So you can basically change every parameter that you see here. And if we just go on over to here, we can see a little bit more about the stats that he has, any miscellaneous stuff, and then we can hit save on him, and that will save the Pokemon to the save file itself, which is located on the cartridge. Something you remember with these games is all the save data is on the cartridge. Alrighty, so let's check out events. So if you click the events, just on that bottom screen, I'm going to click English events. And then these are every single event Pokemon in the game. Every single one. It's crazy how easy this thing is, honestly. You want a certain Pokemon here. Find one you want, you just hit A on it to inject it, and then it's going to pull up a different screen and you just hit start. These are also some items you can get as well from events. So if you want this, you just hit A on it, shows you all the stats, level 60, and all I did there was just hit start. Takes you right back to that screen. So now let's get into the meat and potatoes. You hit scripts over there on the right side, second one down. This is where you will find all these names and different titles, but essentially what this does is this top one that says Dex is going to inject you seeing or you have owned every single Pokemon, but it's not going to put them in the actual Pokedex. You go to illegal, this is going to be all your items, all your berries, all your medicine, and it will fully complete your dex. Now inject here, if we want to talk about this for a second. This is where the really crazy stuff happens. This is where you can fill your entire Pokebox at the Poke Center with some crazy stuff. So for example, if I hit Ends Pokemon and I inject that into my game, and then we go back to storage, boom. So now in my save file, I have all these Pokemon from just downloading one app within 6 minutes. You know what I mean? It's wild. It's crazy, honestly. And then from here, obviously, if you want to clone them, you can just clone it. Tap on it, hit clone, delete it. You can change its stats or view its stats. Hit X to clone it from this screen. You can clone it again. Pretty crazy stuff. So let's head back into scripts. You'll see another one in here I just want to touch is going to be, if you go to the items, that's got all your TMs, all your balls, all your lucky eggs. All the rare candies and stuff are going to be under this, as well as your festival tickets too, so something to keep in mind. Basically any item that you can get in the game, it's going to be under the items tab, and there'll be an X99 or an X999. This restocks and sets up the plazas inside the game. Reset, I wouldn't touch any of this. This is resetting parameters. If you're doing like a Nuzlocke or something like that, this may be important. A couple things in there, I wouldn't play with it. This is the tree in the game, so you can set up your streak right here. And these are some bonus guys at the bottom. This is the really crazy stuff you can do. This is where you can set all your battle points, all your festival coins, your max money, all that kind of crazy stuff. So if we go down to the bag now, you'll actually see that we have all those items that we put in here. So medicines, rare candies are in there. All your berries are right there. Look at all that. Just with a couple of clicks. All this stuff, completely free app. Or I shouldn't say app. But completely free application. And you can select, if you select like A on the rare candies or left or right on the D-pad, you can adjust how many you have or what the item is. You also have, if you want to add any TMs or HMs in here, it's just one of the options below too. So pretty wild stuff, definitely. Just real quick in the settings, this just kind of goes over the languages, some other stuff. You can pause the video and check it out. Don't really play around in this too much, but the good part about this is I really want to show off the credits. The people that made this, I mean, just hats off, bros. This is wild. So let's hop back into the script section real quick. I just want to show a couple more things in here if you're interested. So if you hit Y on that first screen, you have some more of these really heavy cheating scripts. So all TMs. You also have one called Injector, which is for custom injections. So if you know or you see something on there, you're just good at coding. You also have legal living decks and illegal living decks. And the good part about that, well, I should say the crazy part about that, is that will actually delete what you have in your box. So make sure you put it up somewhere else before you do that. And it will replace your box with every single Pokemon in the game. Look at that. Just wild. So is the entire living decks. A few clicks and you can have that. Just gonna scroll through them so you guys can see that it's really real. It's pretty crazy, honestly, how easy it is. A couple of them, I have the images messed up a little bit in this. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can play around in this for hours, but as you can see up top, it's already changed my scene and my caught on the top there. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to close this out after saving it, which is the bottom right. And I'm just going to double check it. I just go back in here, reopen the homebrew, scroll on down to the app, which is at the bottom for me, maybe in a different location for you. Loads up, you're going to get the bouncy Pokeball like it's Windows 95. And now if we hit load on the save, you'll see that all the changes that we had made are back in there. Sweet. So I'm going to hop back into my storage. As you can see, it left me off at box 27, full of the Pokemon that I still had. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit the back button, and then I'm going to hit save again. And then I'm going to see you guys over on the DS side so I could show you guys what to do. One thing to remember before doing this, you're going to want to be outside of a Poke Center. Don't be in the Poke Center, don't be in any other building because it can possibly corrupt your save. Trust me. But check out my TikTok. I got a video on how to reset that. So, alrighty. So let's go into the actual game here. Slide it into my cart. Slot on the DS here. Perfect. So I got Pokemon Moon. Boot that up. It's going to be really laggy because the internet is a little bit rough right now. So you can blame Charter. There's my save file. It's going to say 302 for the Pokédex. I'm not sure why. Probably because I haven't gotten far enough for it to realize where I am. If you guys want to see how to screen cap like this as well, let me know. I'd be happy to show you guys how to do it. So if we come on over to my box. Boom. There they all are. Pretty wild, to be honest with you. I didn't realize how easy this was going to be when I did this, and it's definitely gonna lead to a little bit of fun. Just a couple things to remember: make sure you're standing outside the Poke Center. You don't want to corrupt your save. I'm not sure if these Pokemon are transferable to other Pokemon games, but the legal dex, I do believe, has the Pokemon with no crazy attributes, no super boosted stats, so you should be able to play online with them, but somebody in the comments tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not certain on that. So thank you guys so much for watching another video with me. Really appreciate it. If you guys like the content I'm creating, just drop a subscribe, drop a like. Comment's my favorite. If you comment, I'll be happy to reply to it. If you have any questions about modding your DS, let me know, as well as I do have an Etsy shop at Homebrew Homies if modding your DS is something you don't want to do. I also provide services, so if you want to ship me your DS, I can mod it for you. If you want to ship me your Pokemon game, I could probably mod that for you as well. So thank you guys again. I really appreciate all the love you're showing me. It really brightens everything up, especially with everything going on in the world. So thank you guys so much. I'm just gonna show you guys what comes with the DS here. All these games that I have installed. So I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and wear a mask.